Welcome to another beautiful Monday right here in the city of Lagos. My name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite. And this is Hello Africa, the breakfast morning show, as BC likes to call it. Of course, I have with me in the house my favorite co-host, Adebisi Belumi. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Favorite?
Great. How was your weekend?
It was good.
I like the sound of that. It feels like you had the most amazing moments all through. You had to take a deep breath to say it was good.
Yeah, it was just there.
All right, okay. So, of course, welcome on the show. Like we always tell you, you can be a part of our show via the link in the description, and also call us on our phone lines, which we'll be able to make known to you shortly. Also, we have a lineup of programs for you. We have our top stories, we'll have our entertainment gist, we'll have our sport news, and of course, we have
Weird
our
facts.
weird facts. So all you have to do is just stay glued to your screens and enjoy the show today.
Also, you could send in a call to the studio on 091-213-23978. 091-213-978.
All right, moving on to our first
story.
for
So
today.
this one says, police declare SS3 student wanted for beating teacher to death in Delta State.
Wow. What's really going on? What is going on?
I mean,
a whole lot has been. The weekend was rough. We still have some stories we need to really trash out today.
especially that has to do with school and
School
teachers
and
all of that. Exactly.
yeah.
So I really need to know what happened in this story first before I can give any opinions. I don't want to be too
All right,
biased.
so Delta State Police Command has declared wanted one Michael Ogwefi as an SS3 student of Ehimo Secondary School, Abraka, in the state, for beating a teacher of the school, Joseph Osai, to death. Michael is said to be on the run after perpetrating this illicit act on Thursday. Punch Metro gathered that Michael had on that fateful day engaged the teacher in a scuffle that resulted in the teacher giving up the ghost during the fight. The deceased teacher who was said to be in charge of agriculture, science, and biology in the school until his demise had reportedly flogged Michael's younger sister, Promise Ugbefi, who was involved in a dispute with her classmate. It was gathered that Michael got infuriated by the teacher's decision to flog his sister, and the enraged SS3 student resulted to fight with the teacher. Sources said that Michael angrily left the school premises after his sister was flogged and later returned back, heading straight to the staff room for a showdown with the teacher. Some of the sources allege that Michael had initially rushed home to get a charm before engaging the teacher in the fight.
A charm.
Wow.
Okay, so when they say fight, are they trying to say that both that as the teacher and the students exchange, fists, or was it just a beat down? That's one
No,
question.
it was gathered that the teacher collapsed after some punches from the student, and it left him bleeding from his nostrils, just as blood gushed out of his mouth as well. Consequently, the teacher was rushed to a private hospital in the community, from where he was referred to a government hospital, and that was where he was confirmed dead.
Jesus.
So now you can see a very disturbing situation we have there. I mean, for me, I feel like we're at this place where we can no longer say this is what a child is capable of and this is what they are not capable of, because the weekend proved something else, or had proven that something else is happening with our kids and schools lately.
I think what's happening now is not just I don't want to sound too mystical, but it's not just a physical thing. All right, so there's a transition from the inherent cultural status quo of what's happening in society to a level where people are now becoming more awakened and aware of things that should be. For example, in our time in high school, it was customary that, of course, you're going to go through bullying, you're going to go through seniors,
Not customary, but it was always happening.
If it's happening, it becomes custom. Custom is just
not custom.
Custom is just something that becomes a habit and it becomes a societal
welcomed
thing.
habit. That wasn't welcome.
It was welcome. It was welcome. So far, nobody spoke about it or protested it as at that time. It was rampant in all high schools in Nigeria. You can't tell me that, bro. I mean, it was so rampant to the point that if you were a labor prefect, everybody knew that it was because you were the most, aside from being smart, you were like probably the most strict student. Do you understand?
Okay.
So people are now awakening to the fact that bullying and some other key issues need to be talked about and rectified in society. So yeah, I think it's the transition that is happening. But for this case, I feel like the police should not sleep on this. That's just what I can say. And also the Delta State government should find a way to apprehend that Michael student, because for whatever reason he had to have an altercation with a teacher, killing someone is killing someone. That's the law.
Exactly.
You can't. There's no defense. Exactly. There's no defense.
All right, moving on.
All right. So the next one says no new COVID-19 death in Nigeria. The NCDC. Wow.
That's quite interesting and a great news.
It's a great news, but wow. Okay.
Nigeria did not record a single COVID-19 death on Saturday. The country's death toll to the pandemic still stands at 2,980. The Nigerian Center for Disease Control stated this on Sunday. However, the country recorded 54 new infections in 7 states and the FCT on Saturday. The news agency of Nigeria reports. Well, that's
thank
it.
God for that. That's really good.
Big news. All right, moving on.
Akeredolu cancels curfew imposed on Ondo community. There was a curfew in Ondo State?
Of course, there's still a curfew in Lagos too. Yeah?
I probably don't go out
12.
at the time.
Yeah, so you won't know.
Yeah.
All right, so let me just go. Ondo State Governor Mr. Rotimi Akeredolu has directed the curfew imposed on Ikare Akoko, the headquarters of Akoko Northeast local government area of the state, be lifted. The governor imposed the curfew a few days ago following the communal clashes which ensued between 2 factions in the community. Whatever it is, please let this curfew be lifted from every other city and let's be able to get back to our normal lives.
Even getting back to our normal lives now is questionable because of the new Omicron virus and not having the vaccines. Well, at this point, let's just hope for the best, like you usually say. All right, moving on. Nigeria drops to 14 as Egypt tops Africa's investment destinations. I feel like this is obviously expected. It was. I mean, if it's happening now,
you're a funny person.
It's the truth. You know me. I won't cover. It's the truth. You know deep down that this was expected.
Yeah. All right, Nigeria has dropped from Africa's top 10 investment destinations to
top 10. Wow.
Yeah, honestly. Okay,
so how many years? This is 2014. I'm trying to map out something. This is Jonathan's administration, yes? In 2014. Jonathan's administration, Nigeria was #1 economy in Africa. True or false? I think that was true. And then also in Buhari's first term or second term, I think they claimed that title as well.
Okay.
They claimed that title as well. So if Nigeria was proposed or allegedly the first economy in Africa as at Jonathan's administration and Buhari's first administration, but I think we can compare and contrast that one administration is not holding on to that truth per se.
Okay.
But let's hear the story and see.
Anyway, that's it with it. According to Aro and B, a division of First Rand Bank Limited. The ranking is based on countries' operating environments. I'm sure that's one. RMB Africa economist Daniel Kavishe said the pandemic ushered a new world and a new approach to this year's list.
Okay, so it's based on the country's operating environment and not their economy.
Not their economy.
Exactly. Okay, so it's still possible that Nigeria is still the top economy in Africa. It's just based on operating environment, foreign investments. Well, it's not so on top it's not so on top per se, and I don't blame them. I mean, look at look at the state of our security, the state of the police brutality, the state of policy businesses changing. Exactly. So I think it's very realistic that this will be happening. All right, moving on to a very sad story, personally sad one for me. Dowen College late pupil's father vows to delay burial till family gets justice.
Well, this news has been really buzzing since early last weekend, the past.
I think from Friday last week. So when this happened, I didn't have the stomach to watch the video of the child. I didn't have the courage to read the whole gist. But just this morning, I saw the video of the father's interview on Arise TV on Instagram, and all I can say is, even if I really hope the child gets justice. I really, really hope the child gets justice. But it's a normal thing for me to always see beyond the present solution. Yeah, because, okay, fine, he gets justice.
Rationally thinking.
Fine, he gets justice now. Question is, how do we correct our educational system, the mindset of our students? How do we correct it? This is, the child is just in what class? It says
GS2.
GS2.
Yeah.
All right, if GS2 students are in a cult, something is wrong with the mind, with the foundation of the mindset of our students. Something is fundamentally wrong that needs correcting. And if we cannot find out that now, his killers will be people like...
They will be roaming the streets. And also, well, I just hope there's proper judgment passed on. And we also want to send our love to the family. Because right now, I saw a video of his dad reacting soberly, and it's not a very good
One of the comments in that video was, if the dad is reacting like this, how is the mom taking it? And
so let's just wish that we can get a better country.
Personally, right, I feel like if the Lagos state government can put, it's not even about closing down the school. Closing down the school is not the issue. The issue for me is if the Lagos state government can finance proper and adequate investigations to bring his killers to justice, I feel like to be the step in the right direction to show the government's commitment towards a progressive society.
Leadership. Yeah. And, all right, we'll take a quick break, and when we get back, of course, we'll continue with our top stories.
We live in a confusing world, and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Well, welcome back on the show. Of course, it's still Hello Africa, and we're still on our top stories. My name is Favor Aya, and with me in the studio is our DBC Elumi.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's still your favorite morning show, Hello Africa, brought to you by Black Drum TV. And if you're just joining us, you can be a part of our conversation via the link in the description, or call in the number 091, hold on, 091-213-23978, 091-213-23978. All right, so let's move on and continue with our top stories.
Well, this one says Turkey's economic turmoil sends desperation and inflation soaring.
Yeah, so the two-decade economic boom that lifted millions of Turks into the middle class is beginning to unravel and threatened by a currency crisis that has people lining up for subsidized bread, cutting back on meat, and fleeing for a better life in Europe. The Turkish lira has lost as much as 45% of its value this year, making ordinary Turks poorer. The pandemic-era consumer price increases that have plagued economies across the world are supersized in Turkey, where inflation stands at more than 21%. The lira has flirted record lows this week, but Turkey's long-term leader is pressing ahead with his economic war of independence backed up by low interest rates. So the question now is, why is Mr. Erdogan pushing a model that critics warn risks soaring inflation, higher unemployment, and poverty? What does it mean for the Turks? That's the question on a lot of Turks' mind. That's the question on a lot of analysts' mind. And Personally, I think with the nation coming out, globally, nations coming out of pandemic and lockdown and all of that, it is expected that yes, the economy will take a massive hit. I mean, even just last week, the crypto world took a shocker. It was huge. It was a massive dip across cryptocurrencies, and if Erdogan is making these decisions for whatever reasons they are, I'm not sure they're the best, but we'll keep you posted on more analysis and more just coming out from Turkey. Yeah.
All right. Well,
moving
on to our next story. This one says, USA. China. China set to create new state-owned rare earth giant.
At this point,
China.
At this point, I'm thinking, what is it that China is doing right?
I agree with you.
What is it that they're doing right that we can't emulate? I mean,
with China, you see the impossible.
I think I understand Donald Trump right now because he's pissed. Pardon my French. Donald Trump was furious at the fact that a virus that shook world economies started off in Wuhan, China. I mean, it's almost impossible to not think that it was a deliberate move to sabotage other global economies, putting their own economy out, because it's almost like as if, number one, they were extremely prepared for it. Their response was swift, was decisive. Number two, I'm sorry I'm thinking like a black man, but I am black, I'm African. Number one, they were extremely prepared for it. They recovered very fast. They are one of the strongest economies. Right now, they are even stronger than the U.S. economy.
I agree.
They loan out, they give out loans to other countries. They do not borrow. Their foreign reserve is massive. Their foreign investment is great. They have a lot of, China is just China.
China will always be China.
So let me just quickly read this. The new firm will be called China Rare Earths Group, and will be based in resource-rich Jiangxi province in southern China. As soon as this month, the people said the new entity would be created by merging rare earths assets from some state firms, including China Min Metals Co. The move, expected to be announced this month, would aim to strengthen China's dominance of the global supply chain around the strategic metals. China has approved the creation of one of the world's largest rare earth companies to aim to maintain its dominance in the global supply chain of the strategic metals as tensions deepen with the U.S., according to people familiar with the matter. The new firm will be called, so that's just it. And I remember, about the China news, I remember seeing a post about China reclaiming an African country's airports. I think it was, I can't remember now, either Sudan or, I don't want to just mention any random country, but that picture was going around on Instagram, on Twitter, and people are saying Nigeria should please pay China back, right? So if that's happening and we're owing China, I'm only curious to see what they'll come to claim. Maybe our roads, our networks, our whatever, man.
All right, moving on. USA allies warn Russia over military buildup and buildup around Ukraine.
Yeah, around Ukraine.
Ukraine, sorry.
Yeah, that was like a couple of days back, but this is an updated story now, as an intelligence document suggesting that Russia might be seeking to invade Ukraine. So an unclassified U.S. intelligence document details some of the intelligence findings, including the positioning of what officials say could eventually be 100 battalion tactical groups, as well as heavy armor artillery and other equipment. The intelligence was first reported on Friday by the Washington Post, and U.S. officials stressed that the intentions of President Vladimir Putin of Russia remain unclear, and intelligence does not show that he has decided to carry out the apparent war plan. So Ukraine has Russian military surrounding some of its borders, and people are saying, analysts are saying, it's like Putin is trying to mount pressure on Ukraine to see if they can shake them or something, and U.S. has been trying to maintain diplomatic, will I say diplomatic ties? No, not diplomatic ties, but trying to maintain simplicity or like a sort of peaceful negotiation between Ukraine and Russia. But now that U.S. and its allies, by allies I'm sure they're going to be talking about France, the United Kingdom, Switzerland, Canada, and all of that, have now joined together, and the whole international community possibly, to warn Vladimir Putin, or to warn Russia per se, whatever to desist from any hostile invasion plan against Ukraine. But they're still having talks, and let's see what it will result from, and what will result in basically.
Okay. That being said, this one says Apple's iPhone successor comes into focus.
This one is just, I'm just going to reach through this. Apple is expected to unveil in 2022 something that at least has attention getting, a head-mounted device that has the potential to be the next biggest thing after the iPhone. Meta Platforms, as Facebook parent is now known, is focused on an alternative to our current reality, one we can disappear into on our couch. Apple is raising the stakes with what analysts say are plans for a headset or smart glasses that will offer access to a layer of information, objects, and data spread across our view of the real world, like so much digital pixie dust, a so-called augmented reality, or AR for short. While the company hasn't disclosed its plans, analysts and other industry insiders expect Apple's first AR device could be announced by the end of the year 2022. So yeah, that's just that. But in the tech world globally now, ever since Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg announced changing from Facebook to Meta, and then everybody releasing his plans to talk about the metaverse and create. So right now, everybody knows. Here are the facts, right? The metaverse is the next Internet 3.0. The metaverse is more of a time than a space, right? Or basically a time and a space in the digital world. And the metaverse is a very new industry, possibly that will run into its trillions of dollars in valuation. So everyone is rushing to invest in the metaverse now. A lot of tech giants, fashion icons are rushing to invest in the metaverse. So yeah, I'd expect that Apple anytime soon too would, buy assets. Exactly, yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. We'll take a quick break. When we get back, of course, we'll continue with our top stories.
No, with our entertainment. We'll continue to our entertainment.
I thought I still have one.
Oh, the top story? Okay.
Yeah, one more.
All right.
Or we should take it before we go on the break. Quick one.
No, just go on the break.
That thrive 24/7. These are well-kept secrets that only the well-connected know about. Come with us as we go on an adventure to discover the tastes and locations of the most popular street food joints across Africa. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back on the show. Of course, that was a quick break. We'll bring you back to our updates on the show this morning. Moving on with our entertainment gist. My name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite. And with me hosting the show is Adebisi Belumi.
Thank you, Favorite.
Yeah, so moving on to our entertainment gist. Sound Sultan's brother exposes scammer who hacked late singer's Instagram account. So people, how terrible can people get? I mean,
at this point, I am no longer disgusted or surprised at how terrible people can be. I've just decided to move on. I mean, if a student can kill a teacher in school, if just two students can beat up their fellow students to death in school, if police can shoot civilians protesting peacefully to death on the street with broad daylight and nobody can say nothing about it. So yeah, at this point, all hell is loose.
They've been able to catch him. That's what's most important.
That's good news. That's good news.
All right. Cute Abiola serving 1 month punishment for ridiculing police navy.
First of all, this is very, very, what's the word? Hypocritic to say?
Apparently, yeah. But
yes, it is.
In a way, as much as it's hypocritic, the emphasis is do not cajole the Nigerian police force in your jokes and all of that.
I think the emphasis is do not talk about the real things that they do, which are because that's what he did. I saw the pictures.
But you can't be in the military and do that. That's the reason
he's in the military.
Of course, yeah, he's in the Nigerian Navy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why he's getting this.
So
he's.
Cute Abiola.
He'll be fine.
You'll be good. Hang in there. It's just 1 month.
All right. This one says Red Notice becomes the most watched movie on Netflix.
I think is good even after the release of the final part of Money Heist. If Netflix, if Red Notice could still maintain top, they're good. They have loyal fans.
All right. You see what I told you about? What's the movie again? Money Heist?
Yeah, I was thinking that as you know, after they released Money Heist the second, I was thinking everybody was going to just.
Sorry to shock your thinking.
Well, I'm not surprised because I myself have not started seeing the series Money Heist.
You see?
No, I was waiting for the series to be over before I started. That was the way I started Game of Thrones as well. I don't want any interruption or people spoiling my suspense or whatever.
All right, Mercy Johnson, Tonto Dikeh, others demand justice for Sylvester Oromoni.
Yeah, we all are Messi, we all are Tonto, we all are demanding justice, and we hope that the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, will
hack into our voices.
Exactly, and do the right thing and put in as much resources as needed to investigate. But even if they find the killers, they're all JS2 students. What are they going to do? Throw JS2 children in jail?
Into jail. That's what I was asking someone earlier today.
They can't, I mean, they literally can't. Of course, there's juvenile detention, but I mean,
there's a whole lot.
It's a complex, messy situation, and it's very sad and unfortunate. I also hope his soul rest in peace.
All right. This one says, Amina becomes first Nollywood title. She hit
Netflix global top 10 list. Really interesting. I think I should see this movie. I mean, I would love to see it and probably bring some range. So that's a wrap on our entertainment gist. We'll take a short break, and when we return, it'll be time for our sports updates. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Go for cancel today's show at once. Now say we could go start show.
Introducing Smart Money Live Trivia Show on TV. You play against others to win cool cash prizes weekly. Participation is simple. Follow and interact with Black Drum TV on its social media handles. Join the live show daily on TV 8 p.m. Monday to Friday. Post all correct answers on Black Drum TV IG page. Fastest fingers always have an advantage. That's it. You're on your way to being selected to play for massive cash in our live studio face-off. Tell your friends to tell their friends of the new trivia show that gives cash rewards. Enquiries and sponsorships, contact marketing 0808 1105 907 or marketing at blackdrum.tv.
All right, welcome back to your favorite morning show, Hello Africa, brought to you by Black Drum TV. If you're just joining us, we've just concluded our top stories and our entertainment gist, and now we're moving straight to our sports updates. So the first one says, Jude Bellingham questions referee's appointment for Borussia Dortmund versus Bayern Munich. Zoya rejected Dortmund's appeal for a penalty before giving their rivals a sport kick for a Mats Hummels handball. Robert Lewandowski stepped to score Bayern's winner against his old club. You give a referee that has match fixed before the biggest game in Germany, what do you expect, said Bellingham. Zoya was banned for 6 months by the German FA Football Association after being embroiled in a match-fixing scandal in 2005. Speaking to Viaplay, Bellingham said, "For me, it wasn't a penalty. He Hummels, is not even looking at the ball and is fighting to get it, and it hits him." You can look at a lot of decisions in the game. Dortmund boss Marco Rose was booked for his angry reaction when his side was denied a penalty and was sent off for a second caution for his protest after leaders Bayern were awarded theirs in the 77th minute following a lengthy VAR review. Dortmund captain Marco Reus went down in the box after a challenge with Lucas Hernandez in the 54th minute, and Reus said Zoya should have watched it again on the VAR monitor. When you see the replay, it looks really bad, says Reus. It is a shame that he did not review that one. Moving on to the next story. Wolverhampton Wanderers nil, Liverpool 1. Jurgen Klopp praises legend Divock Origi. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp could barely contain his enthusiasm on Saturday while reflecting on the impact of the cult hero Divock Origi, who had just come off the bench to score a last-minute winner against Wolverhampton Wanderers. A second-half substitute latched onto a Mohamed Salah pass, smashing the ball into the bottom corner to break the deadlock and sink a spirited Wolves side. Regi's goal spiked wild celebrations from the visitors, while Klopp ran straight to the center circle to hug the striker. After the full-time whistle. It was some way for the Belgian 26 to mark a curious milestone, his 100th appearance as a Liverpool substitute. Okay, so moving on, Real Madrid produced a convincing performance to beat Real Sociedad and extend their lead at the top of La Liga to 8 points. Real Madrid moved 8 points clear at the top of La Liga after a 2-0 victory against Real Sociedad on Saturday. Vinicius Jr. opened the scoring in the second half when he interchanged passes with Luka Jovic before Jovic got the second 10 minutes. Later with a header from a corner. It was Real Madrid's 12th win in the league so far this season, opening up a commanding lead at the top of La Liga and the team's 8th in a row in the Real Arena. This is a tough place to come to, and they are a strong side, said manager Carlo Ancelotti. We played well and deserved the win after what was a strong all-round performance. We have got that lead at the top because we are playing well, showing ourselves to be a solid side, and are getting the consistency in our results. After a flying start to the season, Real Sociedad has now won once in its past 5 games, and it's 5th in the table. The only disappointment for Real Madrid was seeing striker Karim Benzema forced off with an injury in the first half. Ancelotti later said that Benzema is unlikely to be available for the Champions League game against Inter Milan on Tuesday, but could be able to play next weekend. All right, moving on to the next sports story. Hero World Challenge, Colin Morikawa surges into 5-shot lead. American golfer Colin Morikawa inched closer to victory and the coveted world #1 spot with a stunning 64 in the third round to take a massive 5-shot lead at the Hero World Challenge here. The 24-year-old, who recently became the first American to finish a season as the European Tour's #1 player, had a round studded with 6 birdies and an eagle. It was also the first bogey-free round of the week. Morikawa, who had rounds of 68, 66 on the first 2 days, is currently 18 under 198 with 1 day of action left at the Albany Golf Club. A win here will help the youngster topple John Rahm from the top spot in the world rankings, albeit for a week before the Spaniard once again returns to the top because of a 2-year rolling formula. Starting the second place overnight, Morikawa grabbed the lead as overnight leader Bryson DeChambeau, who struggled through the day, bogeyed the first hole. Morikawa chipped in for the eagle on the third and ran away from the field. He added birdies on the 4th and the 9th, and then on the back 9, he birded 4 times. Reflecting on his game, Morikawa said, and I quote, "I called my coach this morning and I said yesterday that the driver wasn't working, figured out a little thing on the range and still wasn't working great, but found something on 16, just something that I can use for tomorrow, and everything else feels good from there." All right, so the last one says the Women's Super League tops 2 sides meet in the lead 2021 FA Cup finals as leaders Arsenal faced Chelsea at Wembley on Sunday. Emma Hayes' side, who also won the Women's Super League title and League Cup last season, were deserved winners in front of 40,942 fans at Wembley on the 50th anniversary of the competition. So big congratulations to them. And that's a wrap on our sports update, and we'll take a short break, and when we return, it will be time for our word facts. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Make no plans for movie night until you have watched our reviews and recommendations. No punches are pulled in, telling viewers what they need to dodge and what they will love. Fresh episodes updated as fast as new movie titles are released. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. Or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Where's my dad?
I want to get you out of real life.
I'm going to get you out of here alone.
This show showcases interesting and cultural African parties from around the world. Come closer and experience the music, fashion, and the food that makes every party special. Showing weekly on Black Drum TV. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. Welcome to the world of fast cars, Rolexes, champagne, and beautiful people inside the most upscale party scenes across Africa. Think you know luxury? Think again. Fresh episodes drop every week. Mark your calendar because you wouldn't want to miss this one. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Welcome back to your favorite morning show, Hello Africa, brought to you by Black Drum TV. And like I said before the short break, it's time for the Weird Fact segment. And like my co-host, Favor Aya, likes to be called Favorite, loves to say, get a notepad, get a pen, and jot some information down that you might, not know before. All right, so without further ado, Favorite, please take the first Weird Fact for us.
Okay, this one says, a family in Mexico has 98% of their bodies covered in hair. The Gomez family that live in Mexico was awarded Guinness World Record for the largest hairy family. Wow.
Wow. I would not want to be a member of that family.
They would look really awkward.
Don't think I want to. They do look awkward. I don't even want, no. So the next one, the longest fingernail of all time is over 6 feet long.
Oh, wow. Really?
Frida Kilal is the proud grower of the world's longest fingernail, with a thumbnail measuring the total length of 6 feet 4 inches. I just feel nauseated seeing this.
Very awkward.
Congrats, Chilal. Good luck with growing your nails. Oh God.
However he grew it to this point, I don't know. All right, the loudest female bop is almost deafening. Bopping is a natural human action, and it is sometimes considered as a sign of good meal. On June 16, 2009, Elisa Cagnoni produced the world's loudest female bop with a total of 107, I don't know what that is.
Decibels.
Decibels. Okay.
107.0 decibels, dB.
Whoa.
Wow.
I don't know what that sounds like.
I do not want to know, but that mouth shape is okay. All right, so moving on to the next weird fact. Anne Wood holds the record for the most gurning World Championship wins. Gurning is a British term for pulling a face in a certain way. And in the UK, they host the Gurning World Championships. Anne Woods holds the Guinness World Record for having the most wins, female, at the Egmont Crab Fair.
Okay.
The kind of sports that people do, kind of games that people do out there.
That's just to ensure everyone is alive and everyone is partaking in the whole lifestyle.
It's something. Okay. Ooh,
all right,
okay.
The world's largest pizza. Oh, wow. Had an area of 13,500.
So they all ate it. That's good. That's really good.
An area of 13,580.28 feet, created in Italy on December 13, 2012. The world's largest pizza measured an incredible 13,580.28 feet. That's
1,261.65 meters.
0.65 meters, yeah. The Goliath of a pizza was named Ottavia as an homage to the first Roman Emperor Octavian Augustus. The pizza was made at Fiera Roma in Rome, Italy by Doviolo. Oh wow. Dovilio.
Dovilio Nardi, Andrea Mancini, Marco
Monucci.
Nardi, Matteo Nardi, and Matteo Giannetti. The pizza.
Are you trying to pronounce?
I love Italian names.
The pizza was entirely
Gluten
free.
That explains why a lot of people could eat it.
Oh, wow. That's quite a large one
Whoa.
there. Looks really big.
It looks really big, but not as big as the next weird fact.
Oh, wow.
Kim Goodman can pop her eyeballs 12 millimeters from their sockets. Of all the weird facts we've handled on our episodes, on our show, these weird facts are the weirdest. This episode's weird
They're
facts.
indeed the weirdest.
They are indeed, as in the title weird facts, they are wearing it proudly. Goodman discovered she could pop her eyes from her skull after being hit in the head by a hockey mask. Not even a hockey thing.
Wow.
Just the mask. Protosis is the term for the ability to pop your eyes from your head. I do not want to pop my eyes from my head. Thank you very much. Eyes are meant to be in the sockets. That was the natural design for where the eyes were meant to be. Wait, why is she doing this?
Oh, wow. All right, this one says the world's longest lasting kiss took over 58 hours. Whoa. Over 3 days.
Exchanging saliva and
I
bacteria?
think that was...
That's just weird.
The world's longest kiss took place to mark the sharing of love on Valentine's Day. The kiss took place February 12th to 14th, 2013, and lasted for 58 hours, 35 minutes, and 58 seconds. Ekachai Tiranarat and Lexana Tiranarat from Thailand were the loving couple to win the world record. I'm lost. I'm lost.
I love to kiss. I really do. I love kissing. But 58 hours?
No, let's start from 1 hour of straight kissing.
What the... That was close. Why do I want to kiss for 1 hour?
Well, you would ask them when we find them eventually.
I'm not looking for them. I do not want to look for them. Because the whole idea or the whole point of kissing for a long period of time is to engage in foreplay and then move on to, have sex. But just standing and...
Interesting. All right, next one.
All right. Ruan Lengming endured being covered in around 637,000 bees on May 15, 2014 in Fengxi County, Yinchuan City, Jiangxi Province, China. Ruan Lengming broke a world record for enduring the world's largest mantle of bees. Look at him. Look at what it looks like. It feels like he was doing some monk meditating stuff right
Do you
there.
get, I don't see any demonstrations or what?
The bees are not stinging me. The stings do not hurt.
Why do I feel like there are some spiritual attachments to
pain
this?
is an illusion. Mind over matter. it's just
All right, moving on. This one says the heaviest weight lifted by tongue was the same as a 3-year-old. It is said that the tongue is the strongest muscle in the body. But have you ever tested it?
Yep, I have.
Thomas Blackthorne from the UK has, and he has even won a world record for the strength of his tongue on August 1st, 2008 at El Show Olímpico in Mexico City. Okay.
First of all, are you seeing his tongue? Like they pierced it with I think that's a hook, right?
Yeah, that's it. They had to make a hook so that the tongue can be able to raise whatever it's.
So first of all, there's the pain of the piercing.
Okay.
Then there's the pain of lifting it. Look at his face. Why? What? How much do I get paid to break a Guinness World Record? How much do I have to get paid? I mean, if you're going to pay me like $10 million, I could try it. But not my tongue. Hell no. I could try the kissing thing.
Okay.
$10 million. I could try the kissing thing.
You know you can't go as far as 58 hours. I'm 100% sure. Not in this Lagos. Somehow something will disrupt you.
Solid point.
All right, finally.
So finally, Freddie Knock walked along the highest cable car wire on January 29, 2011. Knock walked 1,876 feet 7 inches, along with a cable car at Silverplana Ski Resort, St. Moritz, Switzerland. The cable car is 10,836 feet 7 inches meters above sea level, and it's not even wearing a parachute.
That's quite brave.
These are records only white people think about breaking. You can. Why would me, a typical African man,
what am I doing
what
there?
am I looking for? Even the cable car, the cable car alone inside there with a typical African. This is the first question to ask. An American or a white person will probably say, "Wow, such beautiful view." An African will be like, "Guy, imagine say this thing break now and we fall down." That's literally the first thing any African person, because I know that's the first thing I'm going to ask if I was in a cable car with you. I'm like, "Guy, imagine say this cable car just break or the wire just cut now."
Please leave me alone. I refuse to be in that boat with you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, so
that brings us
to the end of the Weird Fact session. Thank you for joining us on today's episode. Thank you for joining us on the show. It's a productive week today. It's a Monday. Go out there, stay motivated, crush your goals, crush your tasks, and stay safe. Wear those masks. And remember, my name is Adebisi Pelumi, and simply BC.
Thank you for being on the show. Of course, we'll see you again same time. Have a lovely week. My name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite.